Belly had always dreamed of gliding gracefully across the ice, like an elegant and unbeatable figure, but her journey was far from easy. Since she was young, she had been enchanted by the crystalline sound of skates carving through the ice, a sound that seemed to sing of her bright future. However, this passion was far from shared by her family. While she devoted herself tirelessly, the eyes and applause were always directed at her older sister, the family star. It was as if the ice reflected a shadow of disillusionment onto Belly, a cruel contrast between the spotlight illuminating her sister and the gloom where she herself hid. Every step she took on the rink seemed like a solitary one, a silent dance for a non-existent audience. But instead of letting this lack of support bring her down, Belly turned it into fuel for her dream. With a heart burning with determination, she trained at unusual hours, practicing in the dead of night. The ice beneath her skates was her only companion, and the coldness of the environment seemed to blend with the solitude she felt. But it wasn't a sad solitude, it was a solitude full of purpose. The absence of applause and the silence of the stands became the soundtrack of her tireless dedication. Every move she made, every jump and spin, was a silent cry, a declaration that she was there, ready to face any obstacle. The lack of immediate recognition wasn't a hindrance, but an opportunity to refine her craft, like a sculptor patiently working on their masterpiece. To the eyes of the world, Belly was just a shadow in the dark, but she knew the ice held a promise of fulfillment. She refused to be discouraged by the lack of support. Instead, she used it as a springboard to reach greater heights. The pain of invisibility transformed into an overwhelming force, one that was preparing her to shine with an intensity no one could ignore. With each passing day, Belly wasn't just preparing to skate, she was preparing to become an unstoppable force. The ice, with its relentless coldness, was her battlefield and her arena, and she was ready to face any challenge. Belly's journey wasn't just about skating but about turning adversity into a triumphant dance, a dance that one day everyone would have the chance to witness. As she continued to train, doubts and insecurities faded like mist at dawn. Belly knew that, even without the support of her family and community, her dream was becoming a solid and undeniable reality, and the ice was just waiting to witness the greatness she was about to reveal. Behind the scenes of the skating rink, where the spotlight rarely reached, Belly forged her path to greatness. It was a space without glamour, where the bright lights of the spotlight didn't shine and the noise of the crowds was a distant echo. But there, in the silence of the early morning or the twilight of dusk, Belly built something few could see but everyone would eventually feel, an unwavering discipline and impressive resilience. Belly's training was unseen, but it was where the magic truly happened. Without an audience to applaud every spin or jump, she found her true rhythm in solitude. Every step on the ice, every choreographed movement, was a step toward perfection. The ice, in its coldness, became a mirror to her own emotions and a canvas for her aspirations. While most people saw the silence as a sign of discouragement, Belly knew it was the fertile ground where her skills were secretly growing. Belly's journey was marked by endless training sessions, unfolding in a cycle of dedication and effort. Without the shine of the lights or the applause of the crowd, she faced her own doubts and insecurities, like a solitary artist on the stage of an empty theater. But it was in this silence that she found true strength. Every repetition, every adjustment in her technique, was a meticulous building of her talent, a sculpture of persistence shaped by sweat and determination. Belly's invisible training was her answer to criticism and neglect. The lack of immediate recognition was not an obstacle, but an invitation to grow and improve away from critical eyes. The ice became a silent partner, supporting her weight and witnessing her transformation, while Belly honed her skills in an environment where external criticism had no voice. In the solitude of her training, Belly learned the art of self-overcoming. Every day, every hour, every minute of practice was a lesson in patience and perseverance. What seemed like an invisible and solitary effort was, in reality, preparing her for a grand leap. Belly's silent training wasn't just practice, it was a building of character, a testament that true greatness is forged away from the spotlight. Belly's journey serves as a powerful reminder that extraordinary results don't come from instant recognition, but from constant perseverance and hard work, even when no one is watching. She was preparing for the moment when the world would see her art in its full splendor, but until then, she knew that the silence of her training was where the true magic happened. The unexpected twist, the International Championship Challenge. Belly's life was on the verge of a dramatic change, and the unfolding twist felt like something straight out of a modern fairy tale, brimming with tension and excitement. The International Ice Skating Championship, an event that was supposed to be the stage for her older sister's glory, suddenly became the arena for an unexpected opportunity. When Belly's sister suffered a sudden injury, the certainty of a high-stakes competition turned into a battleground for the young skater who had always trained in the shadows. The news of the accident arrived like a thunderclap in a clear sky. Her sister's dream was now at risk, and the prospect of seeing the family name tarnished in the competition brought a sense of urgency and desperation. However, for Belly, this unexpected blow wasn't just a tragedy, it was an opportunity shrouded in clouds of uncertainty. The tension was palpable when Belly received the invitation to step in for her sister. The responsibility now resting on her shoulders was immense. What had once been an impossible task was now an imminent reality, and the chance to shine on the international stage appeared as a golden opportunity. Panic and excitement intertwined like threads in a skein of yarn as Belly prepared to face a challenge she had never anticipated. Preparing for the championship wasn't just about rehearsing new routines, it was about conquering her own fears and surpassing unspoken expectations. The ice beneath her skates seemed to hold new meaning, a promise of accomplishment and a proving ground for everything she had worked on in secret. Every movement she practiced carried a different weight now, not only for technical precision but for the emotional burden and responsibility of representing her family. Belly's emotions swirled into a tempest, a mix of anxiety and hope. Each rehearsal was a battle against time and nerves. What was at stake was more than a medal, it was the chance to show the world what she was truly capable of. The irony of her situation wasn't lost on her. The stage that had always seemed unreachable was now within her grasp, thanks to a change that paradoxically felt like both a challenge and an opportunity. As the competition day drew nearer, Belly felt the pressure mounting, but also a spark of determination igniting within her. She had trained alone, away from critical eyes, and now was about to reveal to the world the result of all her dedication and perseverance. The unexpected twist that seemed like a stroke of misfortune had become the catalyst for realizing her deepest dreams. The moment arrived, and with it, the international stage became the backdrop for Belly's grand revelation. What had seemed an insurmountable challenge was now the chance of a lifetime. The tension, the excitement, and the anticipation melded into an unforgettable experience, and Belly was ready to give her all, not just to fulfill the promise she had made to herself, but to show the world that great opportunities often arise from the most unexpected moments. The impact of the reveal, the surprise on stage and acceptance. When Belly stepped onto the stage at the International Championship, the scene was set for a performance no one present could have predicted. The arena was packed with eager spectators, lights flashing and background music creating a crescendo of anticipation. What no one knew was that the young woman who many had only seen as a shadow was about to become the center of attention. The gleaming ice reflected the arena's lights, and each of Belly's steps seemed like a sublime meeting between her and her dream. The audience, previously engrossed in conversations and expectations, quickly fell silent, mesmerized by the sight before them. The judges, who had heard Belly's name before, were curious but couldn't foresee the magnitude of what was to come. With the first note of the music, the show was about to begin. Belly's performance was a true revelation. The young skater glided across the ice with a grace that seemed defiant, as if her emotions were being translated into ethereal and perfectly synchronized movements. Every jump, every spin, was an exhibition of technical skill and expressiveness that transformed the ice into a magical stage. The impact of her performance was like a sudden storm, sweeping the arena with a wave of admiration and surprise. The judges' expressions shifted from curiosity to astonishment. Belly's talent was not just visible, it was undeniable. The flawless execution and the passion she brought to each move left everyone breathless. Applause began to echo through the arena, growing in intensity until it became a standing ovation. What had once been a vague expectation was now a tangible reality, and Belly stood at the center of recognition she had long awaited. For the audience, Belly's performance was a glimpse of genius, a demonstration that true greatness is often hidden until the right moment reveals it. Each of her movements seemed to tell a story of struggle and triumph, and the collective surprise reflected the transformation Belly had undergone. The ice, which had once seemed a solitary training ground, now bore witness to her evolution and skill. As Belly moved to the center of the stage to receive her award, acceptance was more than evident. The impact of her performance not only dispelled doubts but radically changed everyone's perception of her. The thunderous applause and the judges' recognition were more than validation, they were a celebration of her talent and dedication. Belly, once only an undisclosed promise, now stood out as a brilliant star. Her performance turned into a powerful message about the value of perseverance and invisible effort. The stage that had once seemed intimidating was now her throne, and the surprise she brought to the world was a testament that the greatest talents often emerge in the most unexpected moments. Belly's victory, from hidden dream to brilliant reality. The International Championship reached its climax with a surge of excitement and palpable anticipation in the air. The ice, which had witnessed Belly's silent journey, was now ready to reflect the brilliance of her achievement. As the last note of the music still echoed through the arena, the announcement of the winner was about to change the course of her life. When Belly's name was called, the arena erupted into a cacophony of applause and cheers. The hidden dream she had nurtured and fueled with such dedication was now materializing into a brilliant reality. Her victory was more than just a trophy, it was the culmination of years of silent effort and tireless training. The prize, which had once seemed distant and intangible, was now in her hands, and the ice that had once challenged her was now celebrating her accomplishment. As Belly raised the trophy above her head, the emotion was evident in every line of her face. The recognition she had longed for was finally coming to fruition, and the joy of her triumph was visible in her radiant smile. What had begun as a solitary and silent journey was now transforming into a moment of public celebration and triumph. Each applause, each cheer, was a testament to the profound impact of her performance and the realization of her dream. The acknowledgement from the judges and the audience was not just validation of her talent, but a celebration of the path she had traveled. Belly's victory not only crowned her solitary journey but also marked the beginning of a new phase in her life. She had turned her passion into a brilliant career, and the stage that had once been a place of challenge was now becoming a launchpad for a promising future. Belly's victory represented the closing of a chapter filled with invisible effort and dedication and the opening of a new chapter where she could shine with all her intensity. The recognition she earned not only spotlighted her on the international stage but also confirmed that deep dreams can become reality with perseverance and courage. What had once seemed a distant and unattainable goal was now the foundation of a new era in her life. As Belly left the stage, she wasn't just carrying a trophy, she was carrying the confirmation that the journey of a hidden dream can culminate in a brilliant reality. Her victory was a beacon of hope and an example that with hard work and determination, even the grandest dreams can become an impressive reality. The ice that had witnessed her rise was now celebrating her success, and Belly's journey became a story of triumph that would inspire many others to pursue their own paths of passion and dedication.